Okie pokey weirdos, I'm Rev, and welcome to my world of cosplay shenaniganery. Sorry if you haven't seen my face in a more recent new cosplay. My commissions and pet sitting have been taking priority, but I did make this Misty sweater as a commission, also took a photo shoot of me in it. The making of the sweater will be on my commission channel, Costume Creative Studios. Otherwise, to give you a little look into what I've been working on, here is how I did the photo shoot and makeup for Misty. My grandma got this for me a while back, thought it would help with filming. I have not opened it at all, so let's give this guy a shot. Alright, obnoxious, ugly overhead off. Let's see what this light does. Ooh! Hellfire! And it's just the one color. Let's down here, and then tilt it up. And then it'll be easier to put my ring light on me. Ring light! Something like that. I'm getting there. I need a blue light too. I can get my other light out. Here's my other light. It's a little garden light. None of my cords are long enough, so I have to get the beefy extension cord just for an extra 3 feet. That's looking really bright, especially compared to my blue over here, so I'm gonna mute this a little bit just by throwing a bedsheet scrap over it. And there we go. We have that little bit of orange light, but mostly blue now. Okay. Time for makeup. But for starters with the makeup, we're doing sunscreen because I have a whole bunch of errands to run today and I'm going to be on my bike. And I will probably have to be in a full face of makeup when I leave. And I do not want to sunburn because if you can see how red my forearms are, I've already burned because I didn't think about sunscreen a couple days ago. And now that all the dog hair in the house is sticking to my face, I will definitely want my setting spray today. It is not in here. Where's my foundation? Huh? Got the littlest bit of sunscreen on my nose. Got my reference picture. Let's get to getting. She and I have very similar face shapes, so I'm not going to do any kind of major contouring or anything like that. Firstly, foundation. Brand new foundation. Come on. There we go. And I largely feel like I need foundation just because of my sunburn. And no, I'm not being careful with this. I have to go take care of chickens immediately after this. So perfection is not the priority right now. We're looking for a product, we're looking to get it done. Alright, foundation done. And freaking all the dog hair sticking to my face now. And a dark red lipstick. Might have to go in with some black shadow. Darken it up a little bit more, we'll see. And the eyeshadow. That's what I really need the reference photo for. Yep, we need a base of brighter blue and then darken it up. Before I do that, oh my gosh. All the dog hair and dust and everything sticking to my face. So before we do that, I need to use my setting powder to get this all to stop sticking to my face. I picked up a whole bunch of fuzzies with my brush. Nice. Brighter blue first. That's the palette we got. I went with the really light blue, and now I'm gonna go with the darkish greenish blue. And now I need to darken it up a little bit more. Just keep going. Darkest one on the palette. Crap. Are you kidding me? It's supposed to be smudged, not that smudged. Setting spray so I do not get this all over my commission costume. Alright, that's about as much time as I have for makeup. I would play with it more and try to get the eyes more even, but I do not have time. I have a half hour. That's about as much time as I need to take photos. We're gonna get the costume on. First up for the costume, I have these shorts. I know she wears a skirt, but these are the only bottoms that I have that are this PU material. So we're gonna go with these, since that's my closest match that I've got in my closet. The shorts are for a Hellgirl cosplay, but I have yet to make her red right hand, so y'all haven't seen her yet. Also, she has fishnets, but I do not have any, oddly enough. So I have some black tights that are kind of like mummy wrapping, and I'm gonna go with that since that's the closest thing I've got. She's got boots with a bunch of studs on them. Again, closest thing I have to what she's got. Then I have the sweater that I made as a commission that is specifically for this cosplay. And then we have the wig and accessories. I don't have a spiked choker with as many layers of studs as she has, but we're gonna go with this guy. I do not have a black skull necklace, but what I do have is the bird head from my Jagged Stone cosplay. So I put it on a different cord because it came on this chain, but this chain has issues. That lobster claw works, but that's because that's the one I added. If you see, it's copper, not black like the rest of it. This lobster claw does not come undone. So I have to hook a lobster claw onto a lobster claw to get it to stay on. But I am using this black chain for this cosplay because she's got that woo, that's a wig hair. She's got that pentagram thing going on, so I'm gonna hook my pentagram earring onto the chain. And there we go. As for the wig, this is the wig I use for Flea, the forest fairy, so I'm not going to chop it up and make it even more of a mess like Misty's. This is really close, and it's not quite dark enough either, but we're gonna go with what I have, because this is mostly a closet cosplay plus the one piece I made for a commission. Since this is a commission, it's a little bit big for me. I also do not have a bra that's clear or one that just is at the bust, so I went with skin tone bra straps for now. Can hardly even see the shorts because it's so big on me. Because I am hobbit sized, and this is for an average size human. Time for a wig. I'm not brushing it out because it needs to look a mess anyway. Alright, and accessories. The shoulder, I knew the shoulder thing was going to be a pain in the ass because it doesn't have much give, so it just bunches up. Nice. Okay, my pentagram is the last one I need. Then we can get some pictures done. I am sweaty, and since this is a commission, I will need to sanitize it afterwards. It is summer, and it is hot, and this is a very warm cosplay, even though I'm in shorts. The sweater is so hot. Voila! Cool beans. Alright, let's get some photos. I gotta get a fan going. I'm suffocating here. Oh my god. The AC never reaches my bedroom. This is a very old house that does not send the AC throughout the whole house. And I am done. Fan. These are actually my brother's cards. I don't have any tarot decks, oddly enough. That kept coming up. It's like, how the heck do I not have this thing? Alright, time to take pictures outside. And then I have to go deal with chickens. And then come home for lunch. And then go do walking for various doggies.
Hi.
And then help my friend clean out her garage? Yes, garage. We're cleaning out her garage. And then I come home for dinner. And then I gotta do a whole bunch of editing. Lots of things to do today. And if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I am ever so grateful. You can also support my channel for free through those subs, comms, thumbs, and a ding. Otherwise, there is Ko-fi and Patreon. Ko-fi is now going to be my costume-related behind-the-scenes membership, and Patreon I am working on moving over to my dance content. So if you'd like to see more of my dance content, head over there. I will put some stuff up for free. It's just that YouTube isn't very supportive of my dance work. It is deemed a little inappropriate, and at times I would have to agree. Check out the sweater build over on Costume Creative Studios once I manage to get that video up, because there's a lot of editing that has to go into that one. Thank you ever so much for hanging out with me here, and welcome to the madness.